have it in the right position when I start a stream. Okay. Make sure we have the right tab open. Hi, Dream Shade. This works a little bit better. Hi, Volgarn. So what I'm kind of doing here is I'll continue my Snom shiny hunt, but if Raven or Sophie want to do raids, I will be available. So meanwhile, I will continue my hunt for Snom. I also put on these new joystick covers that are like paw prints, and I love how these feel under my thumb. Like, I love these covers so much. I actually have like paw print covers on all of my joysticks now. I have them on my Switch's Joy-Cons, I have them on my Pro controllers. I actually have some on my Xbox One controller too. Nothing much, Dream Shade. What's up with you? App is in the way of the tabs. So I'm gonna try and check my PayPal now, like I said I would. Excuse me? Wait, what? Okay. Okay, so... So that explains why Sophie was whistling innocently. Between Volgorn and Sophie, they sent me $40. So that's definitely gonna help, for sure. Any money given to me is a huge help right now, so that's awesome. I know I'm not reacting, like, as amazing as I normally would, but that's just because I'm tired. But I really appreciate that, you guys. Thank you. Hey, Frenzy. Honestly, it makes me tear up. That means a lot to me that you guys do that for me. Is that really what happened there? I don't know, I'll consider it. I did have a bowl of ramen not that long ago, but it is only like 640, so I'm not sure. The thing is though, is that like I'm kind of at the point where I don't really want to spend too much right now, because I want to kind of build up my account again, because like, so I'm down to like $200. And that having my account that low kind of gives me anxiety, so I may just put it there for the time being and not spend it, but that is a good idea. Like, I'm not super hungry right now, but that's something to keep in mind, is that I'll have it for when if I want to. I really do appreciate that. Hi, Raven. I'm playing Resident Evil 3 Mercenaries mode and kind of losing my mind over it. It's freaking hard. I could barely do it without save states. I don't know why you torture yourself by doing that, but more power to you. My inside of my nose itches like crazy, and I hate that so much. Then I can't accurately scratch it. But yeah, I mentioned earlier, Raven, you mentioned how you wanted to do raids with Sophie and I. My plan for the stream is I'm going to continue hunting Snom, but if you guys put raids up, I will join them if I see them. I love the adrenaline rush. Gotcha. I can understand that. You're also watching him suffer. Is is he streaming that also in the server while watching me? Respect for the multitasking. Did I mention you can get the infinite rocket launcher through Resident Evil 3's Mercenaries mode? Gotcha. Yeah, we get 7 people in here already. Yeah, hats off to Bulgorn and my girlfriend for starting the stream on a good note. But I only wish I could put more energy into it, but I just don't have it. My friend recently did a max layer and turned out that 2 of her Pokemon she found were shiny and she had to pick one between a Lowland Persian or Sharpedo. I would pick a Lowland Persian, but that's just me. And yeah, I've seen lots of people who have had that happen. Most of the time it seems to be between a normal Pokemon and the legendary, and then usually people obviously pick the legendary, but yeah, I've seen that happen to a bunch of people. Adam M, you're a new name. How are you? Oh yeah. In Pokemon Masters, they added the ability to get shiny Pokemon, although Pinsir is supposed to be purple, not blue. actually have I think a few shiny Pinsir in Pokemon Go. I don't play Masters though. Oh, jeez. I actually find that to be particularly creepy if, like, something sounds realistic. Like, a realistic, horrifying, terrifying scream, yeah, that would freak me out. I think it actually startled Frenzy a bit. Yeah, I don't blame her. Temporal Tower remix, yep. One of my favorite dungeon themes in the whole game, and honestly one of my favorite songs in all of video gaming. That's why there's multiple remixes of it. I think Volgorn even said he might make the scream his text tone. Oh god. That ever goes off in public, someone is gonna give you so many looks. Probably not, but it would have been hilarious. Oh my god, yeah. Odd how the stream keeps going from like 6 to 10 to 5 and then like 10 again. It's kind of odd how that keeps happening. Could be YouTube not keeping track properly, or people are like stopping in, seeing what the stream is about, and then not caring for it and then leaving. I've done that. Who makes their username Nappy? I don't know. All the people in my friends list have weird names. Yeah, my parents are home. Who wants to bet one of them's gonna come into my room in any second now? Probably, I don't know, yelling at me for something I didn't do. Or my mom coming to talk to me about a Skyrim game that I bought for her. Yeah, I can hear their car pulling into the garage. Might get a cross on the bingo card. That's true, they haven't interrupted my streams in quite a while. We still need to actually make that. I don't know who said they were gonna make that, but someone said they were gonna. It'd be kind of funny if like someone made that, and then when one of those things actually happens, they post it in the Discord with something crossed off. Hey. Oh.
You got a felt on scene too.
Yeah, I know. I actually have a box too. By the way, I think you're gonna owe me $20.
I got your text, so it's working.
I haven't tested it yet, but I looked at the disc. It might need a small clean, but it does not look like it won't work.
Well, reserve definitely clean it. I'll have Amy play it, like, play it in places and send to it, so we can make sure. You know, sometimes you get halfway through the game.
No, trust me, like I said, it has. I can't even tell if the thing on it is a scratch or just some gunk. So, like I said, just give the disc a clean and it'll probably look 100% fine. Got the bingo cross. Well, she bought me snack cakes, so she's forgiven. The Xbox One uses Blu-ray discs, I'm pretty sure, so they're incredibly scratch resistant. That is true. And like I said, I had looked at the disc briefly, and there is, like, something across the disc, but I couldn't tell if it was a scratch or just, like, some kind of residue on the disc. So, like I said, I figured that even, and the thing is, with it, even if that is a scratch, the game will probably still run fine. I've noticed throughout my years that it takes quite a few, like, deep scratches to make a disc inoperable. I mean, for God's sake, I've talked all the time about how my Dawn of the Dragon game has scratches all over the damn disc, and it still works just fine. So, yeah. It takes an awful lot of damage in the right places for a disc to just not work. But like I said, I would like to replace Dawn of the Dragon at some point in the future so I can have one that's in a little better condition than the one that I have. Because I don't know how much longer that disc will work. And as we've gone over, not having a physical copy of that game that's functional will be very sad for me. Especially since I've had it since like friggin' 2012. You have the emulated version, though? Yeah, I know, but... I only ever played it on console, so it's like, well, it's nice playing it on emulation. I just like playing it on the 360 more. I don't really have any real reason. It's just me being weird. Hi, Alex Sorenko. How's your day going? Alright, I guess. Don't really have a lot of energy, but... It's official, I'm bored of this. Oh, rip. I believe in you though, dude. You will succeed. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's cool, Frenzy. What the? Oh, it's a Machamps.com Pokemon, isn't it? Or that. Jesus. Gave me a freaking heart attack just now. I was about to be like, what the heck, Shiny Primarina? Huh, a Pichu. The heck is the point of a Durant with Truant? What the heck? I've come to realize this is not helping me at all. What's that controller I'm using? It's the one Cyber got me for Christmas. I just realized I posted the tag in the wrong place. I accidentally did the tag in art in the art tab. I didn't mean to do that. Your streams are art. I don't know if you call this art, more like a hot and emotional mess, but whatever. UE4 used to be 20-ish per month, though. I did actually pay that. Gotcha. Hey, Digi. Alright. Sort of. I think my dad's going out again for some reason. Or at least opening the garage door for some reason. Or not. I don't know if anyone has anything they want to talk about or something. It's just, I don't know. I'm just like so lacking in energy, both physically and mentally right now, that I don't really have much to talk about unless y'all want to discuss something in particular. Other than things that I'm frustrated about. Which Volgor knows all too well about. most and least favorite school subjects. Least favorite is definitely math, and favorite? It's kind of hard to pick because there were subjects I was really good at, and then there were subjects I enjoyed. In terms of subject I was really good at, I was always really good at science and English. And then but I also loved art class. Like, art class was always a favorite of mine just because, you know, being an artist. But, yeah, math class can go burn in a ditch. How many Shiny Snoms are you trying to get? I'm trying to get one with a mark. That's why even though I found like 4 by now, I'm not accepting that because I'm looking for one with a mark. They're like a special thing that are on Pokemon rarely, and it gives them like a special title when being sent out in the battle. I didn't used to be that bad at math, but then like once it started getting into like multiplication and division, it just kept going downhill from there. And the second I had to learn algebra, I just couldn't figure it out. To this day, I never actually took physics, so I actually know nothing about physics. Just because I couldn't get that far. I literally couldn't learn it. It just wouldn't work. I couldn't understand. Yeah, that did suck. One of the worst projects I ever had that I hated to pieces was it was like a multiplication-based project that involved gluing a bunch of shit onto shit, and it took me almost 2 weeks to do, and it was just, oh my god, I hated that project so much. It was so tedious. Like, take the feeling of shiny hunting a Pokemon, and then times it by 10,000, and then don't make it any ounce of fun, and that was that project. As a kid, I hated it so bad. It was one of those instances where I did not feel good to finish it. Did you have any school projects you felt really proud of? I guess in my senior year of crafts class, I was pretty proud of everything I made. I was pretty proud of a science project I did for a science fair one year. It actually won me a ribbon. Although I'm sad that I wasn't there for it, because my mom and dad, we were doing something else that night, and I wasn't able to attend the award ceremony, but my mom got a call from a friend of mine at the time who was there with her mom, and they let her know that I had won a ribbon, and as a kid I was sad that I wasn't there to experience winning something for the first time. Because me winning a prize or award was not exactly a common occurrence. The only other thing I really ever won was it's a small trophy that I still have to this day. It's actually on my shelf behind my computer. And I got it for, basically in elementary school, we had something called SOLs, which were basically like finals. And I was one of the few lucky kids who got to attend a special ceremony and receive one of those trophies, because I think I scored near perfect scores. Or either it was either perfect scores or near perfect scores on like at least 3 of my SOLs. Like it was basically like you had to basically get like perfect scores on at least 3 of a certain kind of final basically. And I managed to do that one year in elementary school, and so sadly that was probably the proudest moment of my life. I paid a lot of attention in school, so my grades were actually pretty good in elementary school, and yeah, in all of elementary school, I never had a report card that wasn't at least AB honor roll. I think I got straight A's once, but other than that, in elementary school, I always had AB honor roll, which basically, for anyone who doesn't know what that is, it's basically having A's and B's and nothing lower on your report card. And yet, for some reason, I questioned why everyone in high school pointed at me when asked who the smartest kid was. I'm pretty proud of a project me and another student named Morgan did. Got a perfect A on it. Oh, that's cool. Unfortunately, group projects never ended well for me. If it wasn't just me working on a project, then chances are we did a shitty job on it. Just because kids, especially my age, do not work well with me. What animes have you seen? Inuyasha, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Tokyo Ghoul, and Elfen Lied. I haven't seen all of them to completion. I just recently finished like I think half of Tokyo Ghoul, and I haven't finished Elfen Lied, but I've also been watching Yashahime, which is the sequel anime to Inuyasha. You only got A's and B's? Yeah. I think that record only broke in middle school because, you know, math. But yeah, throughout all of elementary school, oh, great. My phone died. Yeah, my phone died. The charger wasn't plugged in all the way and I didn't notice, so great, now I get to go without a face cam. Yeah, I know, my face cam's frozen, I know. And my phone is dead, so now we're gonna have to go without it. Figures that happens while I'm trying to talk about something I'm proud of. Oh, Lord. But yeah, that was one of the few things I was really proud of as a kid, is that all through elementary school, I never got anything lower than a B on my report cards. Because I really wanted to get good grades. Unfortunately, like I said, once I hit middle school, that all changed because math kills me, but yeah, I was down to having usually either a C or a D in math, although I think one time I did have an F in math. It fluctuated though, sometimes if I was lucky I would have a C, which I would take, and then sometimes I had a D. Honestly, I just gave up on trying to get a good grade in math because I just knew it wasn't gonna happen. Yeah, you told me about that project. Although thankfully, once I hit high school and actually got into a math class that didn't teach you useless bullshit, I actually was able to get good grades there again because she taught you math that not only was actually able to be understood, but was actually useful. Like, she taught us how to fill out W-2s. She taught us math that I actually, you know, needed to know. Like, she even said when I first entered her class, "Don't worry, I don't teach algebra." And she never did. So I probably also did the best on that final that I did in over 6 years. Honestly, I would say it's probably thanks to that teacher that I graduated. But yeah, I don't like math, man. I'm a creative person, not a numbers person. So the second I have to deal with numbers, I'm just like, no. Whoa! Hello! Okay, well, that figures that happens right after my face cam goes out. Okay, then. Well, there's Snom number 5. And critical capture, let's... Okay, well, looks like I'm catching it in a moonball. Alright, let's see if this has a mark. Oh god, okay. Ah, oh, damn it! I really would like to, you know, end this hunt. I know it's possible, come on. So yeah, that's Shiny Snom number 5. So, 4 boys and a girl. Wow, all these have absolutely shit IVs. So about Yu-Gi-Oh! You planning to watch GX and stuff after the original series? I've watched, like, bits and pieces of every series. I've seen a bunch of GX. I think the only series I haven't watched a ton of is 5Ds. Just because I'm not as interested. I've seen almost all of Zexal, just because I actually ended up liking Zexal. I haven't seen any of the newest Yu-Gi-Oh! I think it's called Vrains. I haven't seen any of that yet either. Mostly because I haven't found any on my streaming services that I have. Because I've watched Yu-Gi-Oh! Mostly off of Hulu, and Hulu doesn't have everything, unfortunately. And I don't have, like, any anime streaming services, like Crunchyroll. Though I have thought about getting Crunchyroll. I guess the stories of 5Ds weren't that interesting. No, I just never watched it. The motorcycle thing just made me kind of think it was stupid. For me, I usually prefer watching things I've already seen. Because I like repetition, so... Who is the girl with the pink hair in Elfen Lied? She's the main character. I forget what her name is, because last time I watched Elfen Lied was a long time ago. But she's the main protagonist. Or, I guess, antagonist, depending on your definition. Which I don't want to describe her in too much detail, because I worry about spoiling it for people who haven't seen it. I never watched Vrains either, aside from clips. Yeah. Like I said, unfortunately, just nothing I have, has Vrains on it. Like I said, I would probably watch it if I could find it. Because like I said, I've pondered getting Crunchyroll, but with the state my finances are in right now, I just can't afford to have another monthly payment. Two is enough. Did your computer come yet? No. No, it has not. It hasn't even been shipped. Believe me, I really wish it was. Same with that goddamn bookshelf that I need. Because Amazon is stupid. Not on the PC front, though. That's not Amazon's fault. Because I didn't buy it from Amazon. It's being sent. It's supposed to be sent by a friend. But I have no clue where that frickin' bookshelf is at this point, and of course I have no way of tracking it, so I'm basically I just basically sit here every day hoping it shows up. And until then, my room is in complete shambles. Well, my mom clarified something that I apparently had confused. I thought she was telling me to buy that particular bookshelf, but apparently that's not what she meant. So I thought that it was a recommendation from her, so I instantly bought it, but I misunderstood apparently, and that she wasn't directly telling me to buy that particular bookshelf, just telling me that's the kind that I need. So, yeah. If I had understood that, I probably would have bought one with Amazon Prime. I haven't seen any of 5Ds. So I honestly don't know what synchro summoning really is. The most I know about it is I watched the crossover movie and I heard the dude mention it once. I'm meaning to rewatch that movie too. Unfortunately, it was another thing that got taken off Netflix I was really pissed off about. Because that used to be on Netflix. Yeah, Bonds Beyond Time, that was it. It's worth watching, it's amusing. I liked it. Though the placement in the timeline has me very confused. Because you see Yugi obviously older, but then he still has Yami with him, so apparently this takes place before the ceremonial duel. But then you see him with his grandpa, but none of his friends. So I'm just like, when is this supposed to be taking place? Because I'm also wondering if they're going to this, like, Duel Monsters event where Pegasus is supposedly doing something Duel Monsters related, don't you think at the very least that Joey would be with him? Like, that's the part that I didn't get. I could see Taya and Tristan not being there, but the fact that Joey isn't is very strange. Plus, let's be real, Joey being in that situation would have been hilarious. If you want me to sponsor that Spyro mod, you can DM me. Like, so I don't even know if we're gonna be able to even get that at this point, because like I said, unfortunately, I just have so little money right now, and there's also the fact that I don't even know when they're gonna be open for more commissions, because their watch list just seems to be never-ending. So the sad thing is we're probably not gonna be able to get that anytime soon. It'll probably be years. So like I said, it could end up being years before we even get the chance to ask. And of course, that doesn't even mention the time it'll take to make something like that. Okay, thank you for the answer to my question. Sure. I don't mind answering questions, as long as they're not too personal. Don't lose hope. It's not that I'm really losing hope, it's just the mood I'm currently in. Unfortunately, the mood I'm currently in, just everything looks bleak, nothing feels right, and there's nothing that can really solve any problems right now, so I'm just kinda here. This is a typical mood for me, unfortunately. Especially since quarantine started. This is just how, unfortunately, this is how I tend to be normally. I just have nothing to... There's just a whole lot of nothing is basically my life right now. It's like, I wake up and I could literally lay there in bed all day and there would be no difference in my day. Hi, sweetie, what's up? That's part of the reason I'm getting increasingly frustrated over the damn bookshelf and the PC, because it's just like, that's literally what I have to look forward to now, and not much else. So, gonna get pizza and ice cream? Sounds great. Plus, it doesn't help that having my room in shambles like this and having all my plushies just shoved into boxes is just causing me constant anxiety issues. Because I like having my stuff out, and having my stuff, like, put away like this with no way to actually look at them and see them really bothers me. And plus, it's so claustrophobic in my room right now, too. I have to, like, do severe amounts of gymnastics to get to anything in my room, especially my lamp. So it's like, I don't know, I don't even feel comfortable in my own room now. And I have no clue when this is gonna all be fixed. So basically I live day by day thinking to myself, and every day that I can't fix this, it's further frustrating. I hate it when I'm tied to the floor. What game is this from? This is Chaos's Final Battle theme from Trap Team. The third phase, anyway. Yeah, it's hands down one of my favorite songs from Skylanders. And yes, Battle Revolution music. You want one, dear? I got 5 of them. I got 5 failed attempts at a Shiny Snom with a mark, so just friggin' pick one. Yeah, it's Main Street Coliseum. Well, you can have one, dear. I don't care. You threw $10 at me, so feel free to pick one. I don't care. I'll name it Morgan. I'll name it Morgan. Fitting. You might want the female one then, because I have 4 boys and then a girl, so I can give you the female one. If you want to do that. I think I'll stream for 2 hours and then end it. Have any interesting stories of playing games with your cousins by chance? I don't think there are any that I haven't told, because unfortunately I haven't been able to be with my cousins very often. At most, it was usually like once a year, and I haven't seen them, like... I haven't been able to actually sit down and play video games with them in quite a few years. Yes, Legend of Spyro music. I do talk to my oldest cousin on occasion, though. Aside from that super strict aunt, yeah, I don't know what the hell became her problem. She, like I said, I don't understand people that are pretty chill, and then, like, as time goes on, they just, like, seemingly lose their minds and decide to act super strict. I never understood that. Like, why not just stay chill? Why do you have to friggin' lose your mind? God, I want to sing a song so bad. That would require me to shut off the music you guys are listening to. Honestly, having a large extended family just never meant that much to me. Childhood dream job? I used to want to be a race car driver. My childhood dream job was actually to be an officer for the ASPCA. Basically, an animal cop. Favorite soda? I guess overall just like any Mountain Dew flavor, although my... what was it called? There were flavors of Mountain Dew that were discontinued, and there was like... Oh yeah, I remember now what it's called. Pitch Black was my favorite, but I haven't seen it sold in quite some time, and it saddens me, because Pitch Black Mountain Dew is my favorite. I think I only got to drink it during the summer once, because after that I never saw it again. But like, they're coming out with new flavors all the time, including their new melon flavor, which I have a 12-pack of right next to me. Is your busy with something? Alright, Digi. But yeah, this new melon flavor is like amazing though. Tastes just like Fanta. Nah, to me it tastes completely different. Yeah, summer of 2016. Oh, okay. At least now I know what year it was, because I actually forgot. I've never heard of that. Surge? I've never heard of that soda. One of the things I've always wanted to do is I've always wanted to try, like, sodas and snacks that are sold outside the US but not actually brought here. Like, Japan has a lot of snack flavors and stuff that I would love to try, but they don't sell here. Like, I think they have, like, green tea Kit Kats, and it's like, I want to know what that tastes like, because that kind of sounds good. I've seen, like, snack crates. Like, there are, like, these monthly crates you can get a subscription to that send you that kind of stuff, and believe me, I wish I could afford that. I mean, ever since I was a kid, I would have died for a Loot Crate subscription. Like, I actually had a classmate who did get Loot Crates. I think he stopped getting them at some point, but he did have Loot Crate subscriptions, and, like, he actually would, if there was anything extra from the crates that he didn't want, he would ask, me and the other classmates if it was anything we wanted. I don't think he ever gave me anything from them, but people bought Loot Crates? Yeah. From what I know, it was the problem is that they were expensive. That's the only problem. But I wanted a subscription to Loot Crates so badly when I was a teenager. And to this day, I wish I had one. Because it was so cool. I thought the idea was cool. And now there's like a bunch of different things like it, where instead of it being like nerd merch and stuff that are themed every month, there are Loot Crates that are basically Loot Crate equivalents, where they give you snacks, where like they send you snacks from Japan, or there's another one that sends you like kawaii or cute stuff from Japan, where it'll have like plushies and cups and mugs with cute stuff on them. Like there's so many different things like that, and I've wanted them for years. Again, can't afford them. How many Shiny Snoms have you encountered now? I have no idea. I don't usually keep track when I shiny hunt because I always forget. But I found 5 shinies now without them being marked, so I guess there's a tally for that. I found 5 Shiny Snoms live on stream, but none of them have a mark. Well, I think Dave Pokemon's asking for how many like separate encounters for Snom I've done, which usually shiny hunters have a counter of how many encounters they've done, but I don't because I just don't give a crap. But yeah. But trust me, it's been a lot. It's at least been more than 500 because I've KO'd over 500 Snoms to get the highest chances, so it's at least it's more than 500. And I've been at this for days. So I'm probably in the thousands by now. If you want to sing, go ahead. I don't mind the music getting turned off. I've encountered over 2,000 Whalmers with no shiny. Oh god, I feel that. Thing is, I don't even know how I'm getting so lucky finding Shiny Snom so commonly. Like, I know that when you KO 500, the chances go to like 1 in 512 or something like that. But even then, I don't know if they ever patched this, but there was a bug in the game which made it so you had like a 2% chance of those chances actually being a thing. Otherwise, it was I think the regular odds of whether you have the shiny charm or not. So I don't know how I'm getting so lucky, to be honest with you, because I've found at least 1 Shiny Snom per stream. One stream I found 2 in the same stream. But usually my shiny luck is like yours, where it's like I could get thousands of encounters or soft resets and no shiny, so it's like eventually I usually gave up. One of the hunts that I really want to go back to someday is I was hunting for Shiny Dialga in Platinum, but after like, I think a week of soft resets, I just caved and stopped doing it. But I hope to succeed in that hunt someday. Because Shiny Dialga is like my son. Favorite snack? I'm gonna go with pizza rolls. Another thing I can't afford often because they're expensive as hell. Although I do also really like those pretzel dogs that I've mentioned before. Even more expensive because for like 4 in a box, it's freaking $6. So I guess a tie between pretzel dogs and pizza rolls. But of course, they're 2 items I can't have very often. God, as a kid, pizza rolls were like a freaking snack. Or actually, bad choice of wording. As a kid, pizza rolls were like an enigma because I could never have them because they were expensive. So when on the very rare occasion when my mom would buy them, it's like I would usually eat them all quickly because they were so good. My favorite was always the pepperoni ones. There was an event of the 3 Shiny Sinnoh Legends? Yeah, I know. Trust me, when I was a kid and I found out about that, I nearly lost my crap. I think... Remind me, that was around the black and white era, correct? Because I remember having them in black and white. Did you ever legitimately trigger the Heart Gold Soul Silver Arceus event? No, I did not. Because when I played through the Gen 4 games, I didn't know anything. I didn't know about mystery gift events like at all. So I actually ended up missing out on all of the events for Generation 4 because I didn't know events were a thing because I was a young kid. Plus also, it would have kind of sucked anyway because a lot of them were at Toys R Us and there was not a Toys R Us near my house at the time. There still really isn't. So even if I had known about it, chances are my parents wouldn't have taken me to a Toys R Us to get the item anyway. So I never got I got the events, legitimately later on repeat playthroughs, but yeah, at the time I didn't get the Shaman event, I didn't get the Darkrai event, I didn't get any event Arceus to do any events in Heart Gold Soul Silver. I think the only Heart Gold Soul Silver event I actually did was the Celebi. I started doing events more in Heart Gold Soul Silver and, Black and White, obviously, because I found out about it by then. But yeah, the only event I think I even did in Generation 4 was the Celebi event in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. And then I transferred that Celebi to Black and White to do that Zorua event. Same with Legendary Shiny Dogs, which allowed you to get Zoroark. I did kind of like how they did that though, and I wish they would do something like that again, where they release like a shiny event Pokemon in a previous game, and then when the new game comes out, it automatically has a mystery gift event coded that if you have that event mystery gift legendary, you can transfer it into the new game and it unlocks another event. I miss when they did that. Honestly, a lot of people I've noticed tend to miss that they did like events at all, because nowadays how event Pokemon work is you just download the Pokemon for free. And that's it. There's no event connected to it. There's no special place you can go to catch it. It's disappointing, and I miss that because it was so much more fun to get this cool item that unlocks a new location in the game that was there the whole time. You just didn't know about it, and you can go catch it yourself. And of course, that means you can also like soft reset for a shiny if you want to. But nowadays, it's like here's an event Pokemon, and that's the end of it. It's just not fun anymore, and from what I've seen, that's a very common complaint in the Pokemon fandom, so it kind of makes me feel good that I'm not alone on that. Have you ever owned a digital camera? I owned a video camera back in the day. It was kind of a piece of crap and I couldn't do much with it, but it could also take pictures. It was like a handheld camcorder, I guess, but I've never owned an actual digital camera that wasn't like attached to another device, like a phone or a DS. Trust me, back in the day when I wanted to do Let's Plays, I wanted a digital camera and a tripod so badly. But again, I couldn't afford it. Did your webcam stop working? Yeah, I had it on, remember my webcam is my phone, and, the charger that my phone was plugged into apparently wasn't in far enough and I didn't notice, so my phone died. Why the tripod? Were you gonna record the screen? Yeah, pretty much. That's how Let's Players used to do it. Before there was screen capture equipment for, like, every console out there, if you wanted to do a Let's Play, you were recording the screen with a camera. And that's what I was gonna do. But thankfully, since now you taught me how to use a capture software, I no longer have to do that. That's kind of why I recorded it with my phone. Let's Plays DSP style. Yeah, basically. That's basically what Let's Players, like, back in the mid-2000s had to do, because, gaming capture stuff just didn't exist. The first Let's Player I really liked watching, stuff from was Super Skarmory, and that's how he did it. He did lots of Let's Plays literally just on his DS with his camera pointed at the screen. And he had a bunch of moments where he would, like, bump the camera or something like that. Darkrai battle flashbacks. Darkrai battle flashbacks. You're gonna say that, like, every time this song plays. I just watched LPS videos. I'm transferring that money that was sent to me to my debit card. That's why I'm pausing here. If Raven's here, then she's got almost $70 in here to use for her own devices, so have fun with that, Raven. And I realize that's probably something I shouldn't say on stream, but if we get robbed, then it's my fault. But oh, I had a Littlest Pet Shop game for the DS back in the day. I sucked at it. I didn't get it for, like, most of the game. It's like, I think it was, like, basically a minigame compilation. You had to unlock pets or something. I don't even really know. I gave it away years ago because I just didn't like it. You can fail at an LPS game. Well, kind of. You can fail the minigames and stuff. But it's not like you can die or anything. It was definitely a very young kid's game. But I suck at games, so... It's also like that, keep in mind, I was so new to video games. Like, at the time, the only other games I had played, I think, were, Diamond, Pokemon Diamond, a Disney Princess game, and Nintendogs. So it's like, it's not like I was a hardcore gamer at that point. Plus, I was really young. Like, I'm pretty sure I was, like, 7 or something. Like, 7, 8, or 9. Probably between that age range. Pokemon Diamond is hard, though. Freaking Cynthia. Honestly, I have no idea how I just, like, went through the game with not knowing... Because I had no clue what I was doing on my first playthrough of Diamond. Like, for real. Like, my first playthrough of Diamond, looking back on it, I had no clue what I was doing. What starter did you have in Diamond? Piplup. I actually have joked several times that I'm not even joking. I beat Cynthia in the entire Elite Four with only my Empoleon with all HM moves. And yes, it took me several tries. Like, it's sad that I even remember the moveset. It was, Surf, Waterfall, Rock Climb, and it was either Strength or Rock Smash. I'm pretty sure it was Strength, but my brain is telling me Rock Smash, so it could have been either one. But yeah, it was like running... I'm not even joking either, because I didn't know about, like, PowerPoint items and stuff. So I was constantly running out of PowerPoints trying to, like, preserve it for Cynthia. And, I actually beat Cynthia with struggle. Further adding to how impossible this seems. I had run out of PowerPoints by the time I got to her, but my Empoleon was like level 82 or something. So I was pretty much 1 or 2-shotting all of her Pokemon. And by the time I got to like her last few Pokemon, I had no PowerPoints left, so I basically would struggle, heal, and then just struggle. So yeah, I beat Cynthia with struggle. And how I did that, I will never know. Because I could never do that again. My poor Empoleon. She got beat by a struggling Empoleon. Yes. Alright. That's the code, Sophie. There are lots of instances like that when someone is, when someone names something as a kid, they'll go back and look at that save file and be like, what was I thinking? Speaking of Cynthia. You gonna choose something to trade me, dear? There we go. But yeah. I'll stop streaming in probably about 6 minutes, because then it'll be 2 hours. If I have my math correct. Well, I can do basic math. I can add 2 plus 3 together, so I could probably solve the puzzles in Resident Evil, but it's like... But you asked me to do algebra or hardcore geometry, and I'm just gonna stare at you blankly. Yay for Snom. Yes. And now you have a snow baby. Just as a warning, because it's a traded Pokemon, you can only nickname it once. So whatever nickname you give it is going to stay with it forever. You will not be able to change it again. So make sure you spell it right. The water treatment puzzle is legit hard though. I worked on it for like 15 minutes. Oh, okay. Yeah, it probably would take me 2 hours to figure it out, if I ever even did. Ask me to do any math and I'll stare at you like, yeah. Like I said, I can do basic math. But anything but beyond that is kind of, yeah. You're better off just looking it up online instead of asking me. And I've finished the Zelda Master Quest dungeons without a walkthrough. Oh yeah, I heard about that. You definitely got some serious gaming skills, like, honestly. I'm pondering whether I actually want to get any DoorDash or just save that money, because I've thought about it, but I don't know. Because if I want to do that, I would probably have to order it soon, because it's getting pretty late. And someone decides to vacuum. Awesome. Now that's probably getting picked up on the mic. How much did Volgorn give you? $30. So you combined with him, I got 40, which is nice. Isn't it late for vacuuming though? Yeah, I'm not sure what my mom is doing. I'm not really sure why my mom is vacuuming, but I've learned not to question her. I was raised to basically never vacuum after 6 PM or so. Yeah, I'm not really sure why she's vacuuming, truth be told. I've never heard of her vacuuming this late, other than, again, she showered pretty late, too, and of course she actually was showering right when I was planning on going upstairs and getting one, so I'll probably have to wait until later tonight to do it. But... Frostmoth in the way. I'm legit waiting for me to accidentally run into these and have one be shiny, because I know my luck. And with my luck, that'll be the shiny with the mark. So yeah, we get to cross off at least 3 things happening this stream. Alright, see ya, sweetheart. Thank you for giving me a hand with that money. That was greatly appreciated. You're welcome, jumps into void. Jumping in the void with Clay. Lord knows where he's been. Alright, last Snom of the stream. And it is not shiny. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do the rest of the night. I might go hang out with my mom for a bit, but I definitely would like to play some Skyrim. Well, hey, I got at least one in a 2-hour stream, so I'm calling that a win at least. My shiny luck has not completely abandoned me. Only mostly. Alright, I don't know when I'll stream again, but I'll talk to you guys later. Hopefully when my mom is not vacuuming.